All right, folks, it's happening again. A huge rally starting to drift a little bit, the anti-CP effect. We're still up big, but I'm concerned. Nevertheless, there are always ideas you want to buy into the close. Maybe it's some of these big earnings reports. Remember, after the close, we got Netflix and Snap. I want to bring in Mahoney Asset Management CEO Ken Mahoney to help break down the quarterly results, how they're playing out so far. Hey, Ken, before we get to after the bell, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far from earnings season?
Look, so far, well, up to now, we had 80 different companies report, and now we have 80 this week. We have a lot. I think it's separating kind of the men from the boys. I hate to say it. Those sectors that are deeply, in trouble because of the pandemic, hotel chains, restaurant chains, they're really fall in the camps of the have-nots. The haves, we'll see soon, especially tonight. It's technology. Technology, I think, is going to do very well this period, and it's a really difficult time again, unfortunately. So they got the haves and have-nots, and the haves clearly will definitely be technology, especially cloud and AI, all those demands that are needed for this stay-at-home economy.
Let's talk specifically then, particularly Netflix. 2 quarters ago, they blew away consensus when it came to net subscriptions, over 10 million. Then they laid an egg with like 2 or 3 million. And of course, that has a lot of people on pins and needles right now. What do you make of it? Because this is a mover. I mean, this is a stock that can move 5% either way, depending on what they post after the close.
Right. So it's not only, again, as you know, Charles, not only what they post, is really what their guidance is going forward. So again, it comes down to subscribers, what the acquisition cost of those subscribers are, and what they look down the road. Again, I hate these 50-50 moves type of things, Charles. It's either up 30 or down 30. I know option traders love this type of volatility. I can't stomach it per se. My guess, though, is since we are in the stay-at-home economy, we heard AMC, we heard Vegas, some of these movie theaters are not opening. It does benefit Netflix. So if I had to take a guess, again, I would say more subscription growth and maybe a nice little rally. Again, you get a short squeeze on top of that should that happen.
Yeah, and also I should point out that even when it gets hit, it typically comes back very quickly, which is why in the past I have in mind being on the long side, even when it gets hammered. Another one real quick, it's not after the bell today, but the next day tomorrow. Tesla, I mean, all eyes on Tesla. We thought the last earnings report would propel it into the S&P 500. That hasn't happened yet. Could this be the one?
Maybe. Look, they seem to be doing everything right. I mean, the stock split, and I think there's a little supply. Like if you had 100 shares, now you have 500 shares, maybe trimmed off a couple. So it's definitely having some supply issues at the time. But Tesla is the race. When I think about the best ETF out there, ARKK, which I've told you and your viewers throughout the year, managed by Cathie Wood. What's the #1 holding? Tesla, and they haven't wavered from that. They also picked up, by the way, Zoom for them. So again, I kind of, you want to go with the hot hand, that's Cathie Wood. For AR. Yeah.
All right. She used to come on my show all the time before anybody else knew her. 3 or 4 years ago, to your point, she blew up. She won't even answer my phone. But her acting is doing great. You're fantastic too, Ken. Thanks a lot. All right, so here we are, folks.